Here's how to use your current circumstances to help you get exactly the outcome that you want. So whether it is love, improving a relationship, turning a situation around in your life, a specific person, perfect health, a car, a job, business growth, money, whatever it is, okay? This works for everything. So your only job is to be clear on what it is that you want and to decide that you're the person that has it now, and to speak and to think and to live as if that is your truth now. Okay, to claim it as already done, already here, and assuming that it's already true. However, whenever you are experiencing circumstances or what you're seeing physically with your eyes appears to be the opposite or not what you want to experience, sometimes that causes your chimp brain, your ego, the survival part of your brain, to see that as a threat, right? So it sends off these alarm bells. It sees it as danger. It sees it as a problem. And when you start to worry about a problem, when you start to focus on the problem, again, you're seeing through the lens of a problem. So you just continue to see more problems or more lack of what you don't want. So focusing on the problem actually never leads to a solution. And so instead of making it mean what you're currently seeing as you not getting what you want, remember that everything that's happening is actually neutral, and it is a manifestation or materialization of what you have been focusing on up until this point. So if you focus differently, then you're going to get differently. So what you can do instead is shift your focus to the solution. And the way that you can do this to sort of calm down that chimp brain and also assign different meaning is by assigning a positive meaning to your current circumstances. So you can literally say, because everything is neutral and we're the ones that create stories about it, so you can help yourself, right, by saying what's currently happening right now is helping me to get exactly what I want. What's happening right now, everything is working out in my favor. And this must be happening because it's leading me to get exactly what I want, right? So even claim that below in the comments. We are the ones that assign meanings to what is happening. So always assign a positive meaning to anything that is happening around you. And then instead of getting distracted by what is currently happening, right? Because then you're almost like feeding that, and it's like a mirror effect. So if you like react to that and you're feeding that, then you're just going to keep getting that mirrored back to you, right? It's like you're bouncing back and forth between that reflection. You're letting the reflection determine who you are, and then you're seeing more of that out there, and then you're saying, okay, like I'm not getting what I want, and then you're seeing more of that out there. So instead you break that loop, you break that pattern when you say, actually, like, okay, that's happening because it's helping me to get exactly what I want. And then instead of getting distracted or pulled away from the end, bring your focus back to, okay, I'm not going to let that determine who I'm being. Instead, I'm going to inform the reflection and come back to deciding and assuming that you already have what you want and it's true now and it is here now. Because the more that you're staying in that, the more that you will see that reflected back to you, right? So even just like a perfect example of this is Jim Carrey, right? Who wrote himself a check for $10 million, and he would go up to the hills of Hollywood and throw his arms in the air and basically declare that he was a famous actor, that he was a successful actor, and you know, he literally declared that he was going to be a millionaire, that he was going to make $10 million. He kept doing that. He kept doing that. He kept doing that. Probably got rejected, right? But then whenever he got a certain role in a movie, he literally got paid $10 million for that role. So it came true. So manifestation is instant in the sense of whenever you declare it, like, it's already being created, the way is being paved, but you have to stay in the faith and the knowing and the trust that that is coming. But you stay in that by saying it's here now. Okay, so that won't make sense to your logical mind. Your logical mind will say, but that's not realistic. But that's where you have to step in from, like, your higher sort of awareness, your higher consciousness, the observer point of view, and be aware of what it is that you're focusing on, and sort of use the knowledge that you have to really apply this. And if you know that you're going to get more of what you focus on, then it only really makes sense to assign positive meaning to everything that's happening, and to continue to claim that you are the person that has everything that you want, that has the desire right now. Because eventually, like, and again, it doesn't even have to take a long time. It doesn't have to be a process, but it's the how is really none of your business. And the when is also none of your business. But like, the more that you're staying in, I already have it now, the faster it really does come. And you know that if you're focusing on having it now, then the mirror must reflect that, and it must show you that. So you may as well stay in that. And you help yourself instead of worrying, sort of delaying it, falling off track by freaking out about every circumstance that happens and making that mean that you're not getting what you want. Instead, keep yourself on track by assigning the meaning that everything that is happening is literally happening in your favor, and you're literally getting exactly what you want any second now, any moment now, any minute now. Like, it is coming, it is happening, it is done. And yeah, use it in your favor. Use your words, use your power, use what you're focusing on, use your thoughts and the stories that you are choosing to work in your favor with the end result. Okay, so with that being said, have an amazing rest of your day. And anyone who wants to work with me, the link will be down below.